There is someone who is completely taken by you, but something makes this whole thing feel like it's not allowed. This feeling of being forbidden isn't just a simple problem. It points to two deep and powerful truths that will help you understand everything you're feeling. So let's take a deep breath together. Where you are right now is not an accident. The person who just popped into your head came to mind for a very real reason. There is a person in your life, or maybe someone who just keeps visiting your thoughts, who feels a very strong pull towards you. This isn't just a small crush or a passing thought. This feeling is deep, meaningful, and very, very quiet. They have strong feelings for you, but they keep them locked away, hidden behind a wall of silence they've built for themselves. And yet, this connection between you feels off limits. Not because the care isn't real, but because something real stands in the way. That feeling of "we can't" holds two very important meanings. These meanings explain why this bond feels so heavy, why there is distance, and why you just can't seem to forget them. Let's talk about them. Hello, and welcome to Winds of Thought. If you're looking for clarity on the connections that confuse you, you're in the right place. First, I want you to understand one thing clearly. When a relationship feels forbidden, it does not mean it is unimportant. In fact, it often means the exact opposite. The deepest connections are often the ones that have the most obstacles. These bonds don't grow from boredom or from being lonely. They grow from a place of true knowing. This person didn't sit down one day and choose to fall for you. It happened bit by bit and then all at once. You were first just a person they saw. Then you became someone they liked. Then someone they trusted. And finally, you became the person their mind would not let go of. So what makes it forbidden? It's not a lack of love. It's usually one of life's big complications. Maybe the timing is wrong. Maybe one of you has other promises to keep. It could be fear, or a sense of duty, or even what your families or friends might think. This brings us to the first true meaning of this bond. The first meaning is this: because of you, this person is fighting a quiet war inside themselves every single day. They are not fighting you, they are fighting their own heart. They wake up and you are their first thought, and then they quickly tell themselves all the reasons it can't work. They replay your conversations and then feel bad for how happy it makes them. They imagine a life closer to you and then shut the idea down fast because wanting you feels like a risk, not just to their heart, but to their whole world as it is now. Often, this means their heart or their life is tied up somewhere else. There could be another relationship, family rules, or their own beliefs about what is right. One of you might not be free in the way you need to be. Or maybe this connection makes them question the future they always thought they wanted. So instead of moving towards you, they stay still. Instead of telling you how they feel, they say nothing. Instead of reaching out, they watch from a distance, saying nothing at all. But here is what most people miss, and it's so important. Silence does not mean they don't feel anything. Very often, silence means they feel too much. This person is not calm about you. They are quietly falling apart inside. The reason they haven't crossed the line to be with you isn't because they don't care. It's because they care too much to break things, to hurt people, or to go against what they believe is right. That inner struggle is exhausting for them, and it's the reason you feel that confusing push and pull. It's why you can sense them thinking about you even when they are far away. You might notice little things. You think of them at the strangest times. You feel sad or happy for no clear reason. You can feel their presence in an empty room. You know there is something unfinished between you. This happens because feelings that are pushed down don't disappear. They get packed together, tighter and tighter. And packed down feelings create a powerful energy. Every time they stop themselves from texting you, the feeling gets stronger. Every time they choose to hold back, the invisible string connecting you gets tighter. That is why this connection doesn't fade. With time, it actually grows. Now let me tell you a story to explain this. Imagine a gardener who finds a rare, beautiful flower growing on the other side of a tall, old fence. The flower is on his neighbor's property. Every morning he goes to his own garden and can see its petals through the gaps in the wood. He admires its color, its strength growing in the shade. He never waters it, he never touches it. It's not his to tend. But he thinks about it constantly. He fights the urge to even look, because it makes him want what he knows he can't have. His silent admiration doesn't make the flower less real or less beautiful. In fact, his daily restraint, his choice to just let it be, makes his quiet care for it even more powerful. That is the first meaning, a beautiful, held-back fight within. This leads us to the second meaning, and it's the one that often brings the most peace. The second meaning is this. This connection exists to change you both, not necessarily to be a simple love story right now. This is the part we often get wrong. Not every powerful love comes into our life to stay forever. Some loves come into our life to wake us up. This person came into your world to show you something about yourself, and you entered theirs for the same reason. You are like a mirror for each other, showing parts that were asleep. Because of you, they are starting to ask big questions. They question if they are being honest with themselves, if they are brave, if they really know what love is. They wonder if they have settled for less. Because of them, you have felt seen in a way no one else sees you. You feel more alive, more hopeful, pulled to become a better version of yourself. You have a sense that this matters. Even if you never hold hands, even if you never say I love you, this bond has already done part of its job. That doesn't mean the story's over. It means it is special. Forbidden connections often don't follow the normal rules of society because they work on a deeper level, a soul level. And soul level plans don't always fit into the timeline we want. This is why letting go feels impossible. You have probably tried. You've said, I need to move on. This is silly. It will never happen. And yet their name, their face, their memory floats back to you. That's because you are not holding on to a silly daydream. You are holding space for a real truth that simply doesn't have a place to live yet. That truth might one day grow into a real beautiful relationship. Or it might always be that rare flower on the other side of the fence, a beautiful sight that changed how you see your own garden. Either way, it has already changed you. You are not the same person you were before you knew them, and the same is true for them, even if they never admit it out loud. So what happens next? It all comes down to one thing: time. Time has a way of showing us what fear tries to hide. Some walls, like that old fence, eventually fall down. Some people grow and change. Some hearts get brave enough to speak. But some people never take that step, not because their feelings aren't real, but because they are not ready for what comes after the truth. If this bond is meant to be a real thing in your life, it will only happen when honesty becomes louder than fear. Until then, it lives in that quiet space, strong, full of meaning, and waiting. One last thing, and please hear this. Do not ever doubt how important you are in this story. You are not just a side character. You are not a mistake. You are not just anyone. To them, you are a wake-up call. You are a moment of truth. You are proof that real feeling exists. And whether this becomes a love you share with the world or a love you quietly carry in your heart, it was always, always meant to teach you something beautiful. If this talk found a place in your heart today, please let me know by liking this video. It helps more people find these words, and if you want more clarity like this, subscribe to Winds of Thought. Thank you for listening, and remember, your feelings are a map, not a maze.